Hey y'all, I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna try to transfer my sound. So good morning. So dating at 30 sucks. Like when I say sucks, it super sucks. So, you know, my friends, they be ride or die friends. And so they hooked me up with this guy. His name is Michael. You know, he's a fireman, he's a Marine. Like I was like, yes, like his whole body is nice. So anyways, and it's more about looks. Anyways, so the boy is 23. And at first I was like, okay, I'm 29, I'll be 30 in October. I can do this. And he's 23. So first thing wrong with him. And I only came so that I can make sure that I'm not wrong in this. He is going through a divorce. He has a 1-year-old. He has braces. So there's nothing wrong with any of those things. Divorce, questionable, whatever. So this morning, mind you, it's 7:50 in the freaking morning right now. I wake up to a 6:14 a.m. dick pic, y'all. Like, I was like, oh, this shit is childish as fuck. Like, I just, like, it instantly ruined my day. Like, I like to start my day with a little praise and worship, you know, maybe, like, respond to the group text I've been ignoring the shit out so I could go to sleep, whatever. So, I didn't respond. I did, of course, open it. So, it says I read it at, like, what, 7 o'clock or whatever. My alarm went off at 7:10. Anyways, so is it because he's young, or is it because, like, you get what you attract? So do I attract, you know, 6:14 a.m. dick pics? Like, what is it? I don't understand. So how young is too young? Like, should I be looking, like, in a 5-year radius, like a 3-year radius? Like, normally, you know, most people I date are my age, like, plus or minus a few months, but 7 years, like, he's childish as fuck. Like, and then this is the thing, like, oh, geez, like, okay, so let's talk about age. So, you know, I be swiping right on Tinder and shit. So my little thing that I put on there for my age, I put they need to be 31 to 44. So that is my age. So I give this other guy, and it might be a fucking Mike thing. No offense, Michael, but so it's this 41-year-old, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, at first I didn't want to date him because he was like, oh yeah, I'm a plumber, and I was like, do I want to come home to that shit? But anyway, so, and then his sons were super old. Like, he has a son about to graduate college, same age as the little 23-year-old dick picker. So this 41-year-old, like, it was cool. We went out, like, he was a gentleman. No, Mike's ain't shit. He was a gentleman, all that, y'all. So, went home, date was over, all good, right? So, last weekend I went to see Beyonce. Beyonce was in DC, where I live is 12 miles, but with traffic it's ridiculous. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just come over. I swear to God, this man answered the door in a t-shirt with no panties on. I was like, the fuck? Like, dang. So, like, I'm sitting there, I was like, man, I should have Ubered. Like, and so I'm sitting here and I was like, I hope he don't really think this is how this works. So, like, because we only had one date before that, and, like, the date was, like, cool. It was in public. Like, he had on fucking drawers. Like, I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can, like, go and try to, like, cuddle my way out of this, you know, because I'll cock block myself in a minute. So I'm sitting there with pantyless Michael. Like, when I tell y'all it was like a t-shirt and no panties, like, it was like an Under Armour shirt that, like, fit like my shit's fitting, and he had on, like, one of those little skull do-rags. And so I'm already right there, like, you 41, like, are you too old for this? So I thought he was too old for me. So you know, I did the distress signal. My little friends, like, hurried up and FaceTime me and were like, hey, I don't have a ride home, so I got to leave. Okay, so I got out of this dangerous situation. And so, mind you, like, the week before, of course I'm going to get a text, and he's like, hey, you made it home safe. Hey, you did all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, oh, this is cute. Like, he's communicating. And so, y'all, when I left, have I heard from this man since I left? fuck no, have not heard from him. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just me. Maybe it is me. But then, okay, what's another fucking dating disaster right now? Because I'm in my feelings mainly because, like, what did I do? What did I do to, like, I don't attract the crazy ones. Like, it's like, okay, so this is how I swipe. So I have a good bio. I think I have a good bio. It starts out with, we can either do this the hard way or we can do this the easy. Oh, wait, it starts out, I like you, I want you, you know, the booty man from jail. Anyways, so, and I, like, very specific about what I, like, want or whatever. And so, y'all, sorry, I'm driving, so, I'm trying to tell you about Tinder. Oh, yeah. So when I swipe, if they have a picture with a cat, no, that's a left. If they have an Android phone, no, that's a left. And you say it's stupid to judge someone on their phone, but, like, I might have a little bit of trust issues. Like, I need to be able to FaceTime you. I don't want a WhatsApp. Like, no, fucking answer your FaceTime, drop your location. Like, no crazy psycho shit. But, like, I feel better with an iPhone. So, they can't have cats. Have to have an iPhone. If they have a group photo or this is my absolutely biggest pet peeve on fucking online app dating, whatever. If they have a picture with a kid and they take the time in their bio to say, cute kid is my niece or nephew. Like, what the fuck? I would never put my kid, niece, nephew, some stranger's kid on a dating app. Like, I think that's just super, it, like, rubs me the wrong way. So, long story, that's not crazy psycho shit, Mike. Okay, so, long story short, like, I'm, like, selective in my little swipes or whatever. And, like, of course, at first, like, I'm a pen pal, but then I'm kind of like a nigga, too. I'd be like, hey, so we gonna meet or what? But I feel like here in DC, you can't ask them, hey, you want to meet or what? Or they're going to answer the door in their t-shirt or their panties. Or they're going to send you 6:14 in the morning dick pics. Like, and y'all, like, the thing is, it wasn't a dick pic like, hey, this is my junk. Like, it was like, he literally was like in a full fucking ass mirror. He had his arm up like this, the phone like this, and like just me everywhere. And I was like, maybe if it was 10 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning, I would have been with the shit. But I wake up to this. I was like, I couldn't even tell the Lord thank you for waking me up, because he's sitting in there just like right there. And so, you know, I love a good nude as much as the next person, but we haven't even been like, he just got my number on like Monday or Tuesday night. Like, I feel like I wasn't there yet. Like, of course I could be like, oh, okay, that's what she said. You can say a dirty joke here or there, whatever the case may be. So, next, I'm like, okay, well, shit, let me try a different app. So, I didn't meet the early morning dick picker. I didn't meet him on Tinder. I met him through my best friend's husband. And, I was like, oh, okay, perfect. So, I asked for when he got my number, I flat out was like, oh, when's your birthday, blah, blah. I didn't know until yesterday. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit in my feelings. I didn't know he was that much younger. And so I asked the husband, I was like, hey, why would you send a baby my way? Like, I have a baby. Why do I need another baby? And so he was like, he's funny. You said you wanted someone funny. And I'm like, I said I wanted someone rich. Fuck funny. I can be funny by myself. And so, what was I gonna say? It was just a mess. Like, I really, really am in my feelings, because at this point, I feel like I'm about to fucking die alone. Like, this is how women are like when they have a son. I don't need nobody. I have my king. Yeah, like, I got my baby. Like, me and my best friend. This is some Beyonce shit. Hey Pookie. No, but, I don't know. How do you date at 30? Because I feel like I want to date someone older, but then they're 41 and answering the door in their t-shirt and no panties. But then you have, I don't know. I feel like when you're 40, you only have sex in one position. And no, it's not about sex, and I get that, and I know that this is probably TMI, but like, I'm really going through it. So, my thing ain't beeping, so I don't need no seatbelt. And, it's just a mess. I need, like, dating help. I need, like, one of those professionals. Like, one time, okay, this is a really good story. Like, I try to go on 1 or 2 dates a week. It just depends how it works, because I have so many damn off days, whatever the case may be. Anyways, so this brings me to a really good one. So this guy's name was Devin. Devin was like 31, 32, whatever. He's from here. I actually met him in real life. I met him in a brunch. He had like grabbed me by the arm and he was like, hey, you know, he did some like dram shit. He was like, I think you cute. Like, I was like, oh, you do? Like, 'cause, like, they're mad aggressive here. So, you know, I'm here for it. And, so Devin was like, every day he wanted to see me. Like, I would have got fat fucking with Devin if he would have stayed in the thing. Because, like, all he wanted to do was go drink Tito's. Like, fuck you want to drink Tito's for? Like, I'm grown. Like, fuck. And so, but I am the same person that's like stuck on drinking Angry Orchard, like the little rosé beer. I don't know if it makes me feel fancy or what. So me and Devin, like, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of eating. Can we like go to the movies or some shit? Like, you know, there's so much stuff to do here. So like, most of the stuff revolves around not being in traffic. So, we go to the movies, and this is when we saw that like Gabrielle Union movie where she got to protect her kids, and it was like super predictable, whatever. So we get in the movie, and in front of us, it was a row of women, and they were loud. And like, I have lived here for 6 months, and I swear I have never seen as many black people as I did in one place. And so I was like, damn, I would pick the Hood Theater, whatever. So no problem. But these women were loud. So what did he do? He got fucking loud. He was like, ugh. And like me, you know, I'm real passive aggressive, so I don't play that. So at this point, I'm sitting here like, if he embarrasses me one more time. So I let it go, whatever. So I mentioned tequila because this man, not a flask, y'all. It was a fucking like, it was a, okay, so it's like a cup, but it can like bend out. Like, it started as like looking like an ashtray, and he pushed the shit, and it was like a whole cup. He's drinking tequila in the movie. So at this point, the movie, we're in the previews, like we're there early, and I kind of got mad about him being loud with the ladies. He fell asleep, but it wasn't like a sleep. He was snoring sleep in the movie. So I'm like, I could have came by my damn self. And so I like wake him up or whatever, and he kind of got an attitude, but his phone was ringing. He answers the phone in the movie and is like, hey, I'm in the movie. Mind you, he just got mad at the fucking row of women for being loud at previews. So I'm like, can you not? Like, and I just was like, no. So the people next to us started laughing, and I guess that like kind of made him feel a certain type of way. And so, y'all, this man was like, this man was like, want this to go to my car. Do you need a ride? And I was like, a ride? Like, where are you going? Like, it wasn't that serious. So, I was like, calm down. And so, he was calm, whatever. So the movie started actually like picking up and getting good. Why is this man in there like, ooh, yes, and I was like, okay, can we fucking go to the car? We didn't even finish the movie, and then he had the audacity to be like, what did he have? Oh yeah, when we left, he was like, hey, you want to come up? Fuck no, I don't want to come over. And I swear to God, I have not been over since. Like, I will not go in public with him. And then I should have known that he had no fucking home training when like it was like our first or second week kicking it. Y'all, someone was having a barbecue for graduation, and he went and got a plate. Like, I understand, like, you know, sometimes you're at a hotel for training or something, and some other corporate event has food, and you go get some. But to fucking be driving and stop at the light, and it was like a corner, like little, they have like townhome looking things, and to get some food, I was like, fuck no, I don't want no food from strangers. Like, I thought that was the strangest thing. So I'm like, okay, that was a 30-year-old. You got like little pervert 23-year-old, and then you have one position. I don't know about one position, but I said in your 40s, I feel like there's only one position. So what do you do? What do you do? Like, who do you date exactly? Like, do I need to change my little age range from maybe 30 to 34? Like, what happens out there? Because I'm not dating a 23-year-old that sends me dick pics at 6:14 in the morning, and I'm sure as fuck not dating a 41-year-old who answers the door after Beyonce concert in a fucking t-shirt and no panties on. So I'm like, what's a girl to do? They can't have cats, and I feel like men at this age are just like bitches. Like, they have cats, like legit cats. And I'm not down. You know, I don't like animals. I'm like, ugh. And then I feel like I get really, really lucky, and I don't find men that have kids. Like, if they have kids, they maybe have one. But I get really lucky. But I feel like that's a fucking sign. Like, they don't have kids because no woman is stupid enough to do that with them. Because, like, they're on some shit. Like, it's not even that they're fuckboys. Like, they just don't have home training. They either will embarrass you, or they, like, think a date is them coming to my house. Like, fuck, I have a daughter. Like, you ain't coming to my house, period. And so, I don't know. I think that, like, I need something better than Tinder, because I do feel like Tinder is just for hookups. Like, literally, like, you know. And at this age, you can't have your, like, body count go up. So you can't lie, because then they're going to be like, fuck, like, they going to know you fucking lying when you're like, oh, that's my ex or whatever. Like, how many exes you just holding hands with and making out with? And so, I don't know. I'm in a dilemma, because, like, dating here is fun, because, like, everything. No more dick pics in the morning. Got it. You know. And so, you're over the age of 23. No, I feel like I'm doomed in dating. Like, some things, like, how do you date this late in life? I don't know. Is this why people like, ooh, I got your boyfriend, I got your man, because somebody's put in all that work? Like, that's what happened to me. I put in, like, years and years and years and years and years of work, and then he was like, I don't love you anymore. And I was like, okay, well, let me go cry and fucking go to Tinder. And I feel like I should cry some more on Tinder, because it's the worst. So if y'all have any advice, or any single friends that aren't crazier than I am, let me know, and I will be more than willing to leave their messages on red, pay for my own food, tell them about my baby daddy drama. Like, I am down for the cause, so just let me know. I hope y'all have a good day.